Things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order, number one, submitting to him. I don't look at me and my husband as equals. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it. Every single minute of it.
At the end of the day, the one thing I do ask the ladies is like, I don't want you guys to take this word submitting as if it's like a slavery type of title. Yeah. Because submitting is subjective in each relationship. You can submit in different ways.
Listen, video number 4. She's a keeper. A woman breaks down the things she does for her husband that most women today don't agree with.
I love this girl. Is this the girl I think it is?
It is. I need to know. Do you agree with her? I want to know.
Let's go.
Oh, let me set this up. Make sure we got this thing here set up, man. Now let's let Gia kick it off.
It's this JAWN podcast.
Oh. Yeah. Let's go.
Things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with.
Talk softly.
In no particular order, number one, submitting to him.
She is pretty.
Fine. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it every single minute of it. When you have a man who you know truly has your best interest at heart, it truly makes submitting come easy. Not always easy, but definitely worthwhile. Number 2, I ask him for permission on certain things before I do it. Let's say a group of my girls and I want to go out to a place that we've never been before. I'm not going to just go. I'm going to ask my husband if he's okay with me going before I make any type of plans. And that's out of respect, because if he's not okay with where we're going, or if he's not sure about the location, then I'm not going to go. I also wash his clothes, I clean up after him, I cook for him, I serve him his plate, and I take it back when he's done. I cater to him.
Protect this woman at all costs.
Because
that's why she married.
He's the king and he should be treated as such. And I let him have the final say on decisions. I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and I know that he's always open to hearing and considering my thoughts, but at the end of the day, he's the man. I let him have the authority, let him have the final say on what works best for us. And even if things don't go as he planned originally, I'm not going to go ha-ha and laugh in his face. I'm going to still be by his side and support him. It's okay. Lesson learned. Now on to the next thing. Period.
She's your queen to be.
For all y'all women that's triggered right about now, y'all about to call her a pick-me. That woman is married.
I was married now.
You know what I'm saying? And he is taking care of his wife, and she is taking care of her husband. You can't ask for that, man.
Listen, at the
there's
end
no more to ask for.
At the end of the day, the one thing I do ask the ladies is like, I don't want you guys to take this word submitting as if it's like a slavery type of title. Yeah. Because submitting is subjective in each relationship. You can submit in different ways. And so she's submitting to her husband because she knows, that she can trust him. So again, trust is number one. So we got to be able to have our women trust us. That's number one. So cool. But again, you just see most women don't even understand, you see the tone that she talking.
Oh man, nice and soft and smooth.
Buttery. It ain't aggressive. She don't seem like she trying to square up
like
with me.
Milk.
Oh man. So again, submitting to your husband or your man or however your situation is.
But you know what? You mentioned the word submitting. Let's put this in this perspective. Let's say a woman should submit to her husband, because guess what? The husband has to submit to his boss. We got to submit to our employers. I mean, I can't go to work and be like, I ain't doing that.
Right.
I ain't doing that, because then guess what? There ain't no motherfucking money coming in the house.
And Kevin Samuels was saying that. He said, how come you cool with listening to everything your boss say, but you protest the majority of stuff your man say? And so again, for me, it's like, we do have to create that safe space. I definitely agree to that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, submitting does not mean you're a slave. So I'll use myself for an example. I don't need my woman to cook for me. That's not a requirement in my relationship.
That's not one in mine.
I don't need that. But what I do need is that.
But I wouldn't like it though. I ain't gonna hold it.
I wouldn't oppose it. But what I do need is that if I give you some advice or I give you some food for thought or something, take heed to it. Don't automatically be combative. As soon as I say so, oh well, you think I'm gonna give you bad advice? Like, if I'm your man, why would I give you information to see you lose? Like, that don't make sense to me. Yeah. It's like you just automatically combative. Why? Because it's me. So it's like that's the part to me that's like submitting. Like, just listen to what he's saying. And again, if you have examples that he's made good decisions, what would give you the reason not to believe what he's saying? It's like, oh yeah, I see how his life, I've seen the decisions he's made, and it shows that he's living a good life. Why wouldn't I believe him? Well, because Keisha boyfriend, like, girl, what that got to do with me? Listening
to them broke ass females. Well, you know, it's funny, man, because I remember talking to my grandmother when my grandmother was alive, and I used to always sit around and I listened to my grandparents talk, and she used to always say, and my grandfather used to agree, technically it is the woman that runs the household.
Yes.
But she makes her man feel like he's the king.
I'll give you.
You're running the household, but please make your man feel like he's the king. Because with us men, we have to feel needed. Because we may complain if people like, I can't reach that, or can you please change the light bulb, or can you please take out the trash? Oh my God. But guess what? We're going to do that shit because we like to feel needed. That is one of the reasons I say that daughters gravitate to their fathers and fathers gravitate to their daughters so well. Because no matter what age that girl, your daughter, is, she always going to need her father.
I'll give you a perfect example. My mom and dad was married until my dad unfortunately passed away in 2006. So 30 years they were married. And my mom, Scorpio, she fiery. My dad, Aries, real chill. And so my mom would be just going. And I'm a teenager. I'm like, bro, get at her. Like, she is on some different type
like she on your top.
She's doing too much. And so my dad used to be like real calm. She'd be like, cause you know, I run this house and da-da-da. And my dad be like, and I'm looking at him like, she run this house. And he like, yeah, she run the house. She the manager. She makes sure everything go the way it's supposed to go. Let me show you something. He said, when these bills come in, what name they got on them? He said, they got my name, right? He said, because I'm the CEO. He said, so don't nothing go on in this house without me knowing. And she checks with me. We check with each other. He said, but she's the neck. Makes us all move, but I'm the head. And so we need each other. A neck with no head is nothing. But a head with no neck, I can't see what's going on.
He ain't going nowhere.
And so to me, he didn't never say that he was better than her or he was more important than her.
Yeah.
But his role was his role and her role was her role. And they fused it together and it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I remember one time my mom would pick out decorations and all that. You know, us as men, we ain't doing all that. We live in a house with white walls. We wouldn't care, whatever.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, we doing the kitchen like this, we doing that. We got to the bathroom and she's like, you don't paint it yellow. He was like, no. We ain't having no yellow bathroom. And if you go in my mom's house right now, the bathroom ain't yellow. Because she knew, like, all right, that was the one thing that he just wasn't feeling. She ain't do it. But the rest of the stuff he gave her. Yeah. So it's like compromise.
Yeah.
He let her get her thing off. You could decorate this not any way you want to, but as long as
but I'm gonna let you rock.
I'm gonna let you rock. And then there's gonna be certain things that I'm gonna give you pushback on. And I think today's woman don't understand that. It's like, yeah, the man will let you do your thing, but the one thing I say, whoa, now you got a problem. It's like,
well, you know, let's talk about the catering to her husband or a woman catering to her husband. Why does it seem like that's almost damn near taboo, bro?
Because we live in this modern woman era where catering, submitting, all of these words are seen as like slavery. And so, like I said, let's take it out of the 1950s. The 1950s was, you know, the women were, they were housewives, a lot of them. They were, I don't want to say maids, but they were doing household type of things. Yeah. So they were cooking for the men and cleaning and doing the laundry and all of that. That life has changed now in 2024. It's different. So
but they still want the men to live in the 1950s, but they want to live in the 2024.
So catering to me is, if your man, you know, if he has a business, catering to me is, all right, let me pick up his business mail from his P.O. box or something. Like, help him out. You know, he got his own business, or, oh, babe, I'm in the store. I know you do construction, girl. I know you do construction. I seen these tools. Are these good tools? Is this a good brand or something? Like, be interested.
Or do you need more caution jackets? I seen a vest. I seen a caution vest.
If you know,
I seen your one is extra dirty.
If you know he on a work site and he working hard, and just say you cook. Oh, let me bring him and his team some meals. Just something like that. That's catering to him. That's not actually like being a caterer, but you're catering to, because you know, all right, it's easier for him to get meals. You bringing meals. Now he don't got to stop. He don't got to figure out what everybody got to eat. They got to take a break and take time. Now he's not wasting as much time, and he's getting back to work quicker, and he's making more money because he's more time spent is more money earned. And so it's like things like that. You can put it into today's context. We don't have to live in the 50s. And to your point with the whole like provider thing, I never ever thought that when they said men are providers that they meant only financially. So your man might not make $70K, but he might provide you with something emotionally or spiritually or whatever that you can't get from another man.
Giving you peace, making you feel safe, to giving you a peace. And I'm talking about peace of life.
He giving you that Anita Baker. He giving you the best that he got.
Yep.
And that should suffice. Everything doesn't have to be financial. And I think that with this whole social media culture, not everything. Let me take that word back. A lot of stuff is transactional. Well, if he can't
it seems like it is
transactionally, he's not high value. And it's like high value is not only attached to finances, because we women, I'm pretty sure you can attest to this. Most of the men you meet with money, guess what they are? They F-boys, because they got options. So I don't got to ride with nothing you say. I got money.
I got money.
And whatever you don't agree with.
I got money, bitch.
And whatever you don't agree with.
I got money, bitch.
Whatever you don't agree with on my timeline, guess what? Bye. Because I can go get another one.
Yeah.
What did Nino Brown say? Cancel
that bitch. I get another.
Get another one.